Okay, gang, this is Fabulous Friday in the senior 55 plus community. And yes, this is extra fabulous. Do you notice I have someone beside me? Mike, do I say Lackey or Lacey?
That's Lackey.
Lackey, okay. I've known Mike. We've been out to dinner with a whole group of people. We've been at the Performance Center in Atlanta together. I've stalked him with his achievements, but I guess I was always Mike. Like when there's another word they call you to, what's that other word? Magic Mike or
Somehow, the Magic Mike nickname has taken hold in the DDPY community. Uh,
exactly.
as some of the seniors that I work with as an instructor like to say, I'm Magic Mike because the aches and pains disappear.
There you
So,
go. And the reason we're having him on today, gang, I don't know how many of you saw, he's part of us. He's in our community. And he just posted the other day, he just got certification for the coaching that, how do I say it? The training. What's the title for number 2?
well, it's a DDPY level 2 certification training. So as a DDPY instructor, there are 2 levels. For anyone who's in the community, they might be aware of this, but for anyone new, we have different levels of instructors, and the different levels mean you're certified to teach different positions of the DDPY workouts. So
It's a big deal that you're a level 2. You won't say it, Mike, but I can say it for you. You guys, it's a real small percentage of people that get to that spot. And so when I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, our community needs to hear from you, hear what that process is even about and what you do with that.
sure. Well, as with everything in life and with dealing with DDP and setting goals, the first thing, if anyone was interested in becoming an instructor, well, firstly, that's a great thing to do. Obviously, you love DDPY, you love the program, you want to share it with people. It's worked for you, it's become a part of your life, and you just want to share it with the people in your community, the people that you love. If you look on the DDPY app and there's the list of things to help you achieve your goals, one of the first things that they talk about and that Dallas talks about frequently is finding your why. What is your reason for wanting to do this? It might just be for a personal achievement. You might want to become an instructor, not necessarily to run classes down at the local gym or the park or a yoga studio. It might just be something for you. In fact, that was my original goal, to become a level 1 instructor. When I first came to DDPY, I had many issues with my shoulders. I have done rehab on this one 3 times, this one on twice. For those who are counting, that's 5 altogether. And, as a longtime wrestling fan, I remembered, DDPY. And when I looked it up online and I found that it was 15 minutes from my house, I'm like, how can I not do this? So I drove over there. There was an open house that day, and I met Dallas, and I met Hayden and Garrett and so many of the other people there. And I just began going to the PC. They were running classes at that time. Maybe I would go 3, 4, 5 times a week. And then when I saw the benefits so immediately for my shoulders, I was unable to hold a cup in my hand without having to support my wrist. And I, didn't have any major injuries, just like a lot of folks in their mid 40s, early 50s, just wear and tear. I think I injured my shoulder the first time with a high impact sport of emptying the dishwasher. So my goal, when I saw how quickly that I was seeing the benefits of just being able to raise my arms over my head, I decided to embark upon the level 1 goal. And again, my experience is different than many other folks because I'm local to Atlanta. So I was able to go and have the benefit of working with the many people that are teaching right there at the PC and going to classes multiple times a week and just having conversations with them. And I understand that's a benefit that not a lot of folks would have.
Yeah.
But my goal was just a private a private goal. Can I go from someone that can't move their arm to someone who can, qualified at this level 1 certification?
Mhm.
And yes, I was able to achieve that goal. And once I started teaching just locally here, I wasn't even interested in teaching so much, but a friend of mine uh, was running a studio in the area. She hurt herself. She said, "Can you just come and fill in for me while I rehabilitate?" So I went in, and then once again, I'm teaching 2, 3, 4 times a week, and just seeing the benefits that that the clients are getting from this. And again, it's people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
And
I
Mike, did you mention how young you are, just for the record? Is it
Well,
50?
I'm 59. I'm 59. When I had my level
Young
1
boy, I'm 68. You know that.
and by the way, great t-shirt.
I know. I was just looking to see we
Yes.
set this up perfectly, didn't we, for the interview?
Absolutely. But when I saw the benefits and how the clients, when they would say to me, I had to bend something, I had to bend down to pick something up the other day, and I didn't even think about it. And their whole face lights up. And they're so thrilled because before maybe they couldn't, touch their toes or tie their shoes. Now, I'm not saying it's anything that I was doing, it's the program, it's the work they put into it. I'm just kind of helping them along. But when I saw the joy that people were getting from this, that's when I decided to get into the level 2 and really double down on the commitment to helping the 55 plus community, 60s, 70s, 80s. And I tell you, I work with Ted Evans 3 times a week. He's 89. He runs me ragged. Ted has challenged me to a pull-up contest.
Oh,
He wants to do 30 he wants to do 30 pull-ups by his 90th birthday in July. I think I'm up to 22. So currently, Ted is skunking me on that. But,
that's so great. And then
you know,
Patricia as well, as you've helped Patricia too, right? And
right. She
visible
had
in our community as well.
absolutely. And, it's a two-way street because, all right, so maybe I help them through a workout. They help me as a better instructor. And, just for all of us 55 plus, um, we kind of have to stick together, because things are just a little, maybe they don't go quite as quickly as they did when we were younger. If we hurt ourselves, takes a little longer. If we are trying to lose weight, takes a little longer. If for some reason we need to find a new job, it takes a little longer. So,
I like
having
what you said about the dishwasher. You got hurt doing the dishwasher. I got hurt a year ago blowing leaves in our front yard and somehow tripped over my flip flop I was wearing and went flying. So, do we consider the fact we probably are going to always have setbacks, right?
Well, setbacks are just a part of life, absolutely. And if you're not planning for it, your ego might get a little bit bruised when something doesn't go well. When we have our later conversation about setbacks, we can go into that in a little bit more detail.
Yeah.
But
But is there anything more you want them to know about this part, the training part, before we show them where they can go?
Well, absolutely. I mean, as far as the training goes, if you're interested in being a certified instructor for any of the reasons, whether you want to just help and share the DDPY program with the people in your neighborhood, if you just want to do it for a personal goal, those are all great reasons. There's just a responsibility that comes with being an instructor
Huge.
of making sure that you're providing a thorough, safe environment and a safe workout, and it's always appropriate, especially for those of us over 55. Hey, maybe some of us can stand on our heads, but you might not need to. Uh,
Well, and I want to say one more thing too. Absolutely. Every single person that has that title of a DDPY certified instructor, every single one I know for a fact has gone, they want their brand to stay so pure that they really do put you guys through a ton to make sure you really are giving a product out there that's exactly like DDP and CVU would want, right? So It's a big deal
Absolutely.
that you managed to get the level 2 one, because there's very few that have got to that yet. So that's a
Well,
big deal, Mike.
yes, well, the entire team does a great job, and they're there to support us and help us along the way with, whatever materials are needed, written guidelines or things like that. And, like anything else in life, you get out of it what you put into it. And if it's a goal that you're serious about, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. You'll need to have, a certain number of teaching hours. You'll need to have a certain number of practice hours. Finding people to do it with you, though, is probably the most difficult aspect of the training program, because it's hard to get anyone to do anything, let alone, twist into a pretzel with you and yell Hulk it up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Oh, funny. Well, Mike, I appreciate you. Congratulations from all of us in the 55 plus community for leading the way on such a great achievement. And you guys, you need to know, we get him for Mindset Monday. You're going to hear, because he's experienced a lot with people with the setbacks and how's he help them through that. And not only his own, but others that he's training. So I'm going to show real quickly, you guys, I'm going to do a screen share so you know right where to go. Watch this. You go up to ddpyyoga.com. You just click on the area that says certification, and this is what you'll see. DDP himself has a message there. So real easy for you guys to find your way, but I would remember to reach out. Mike's name will be Lackey, will be down below, and you guys can click on that when you need. Don't wear him out because he's obviously a busy guy, but if you need some advice, or follow everything he posts, minimally follow everything. Love you tons.
Maybe every other thing,
I know everything. He's a great
every
guy.
third thing.
Thank you, Mike. Love you.
Thank you, Pam.
Bye.
Love you.